Good evening and welcome to National Broadcasting News India tonight's news update. Here are the top stories. Deadly flooding in Texas. Central Texas saw severe floods with 82 fatalities, dozens missing, and widespread evacuations in cities like Austin and Houston. State officials declared emergencies and rescue operations are ongoing. Market jitters over tariffs. With the self-imposed July 9 deadline looming, U.S. financial markets are reacting nervously to President Trump's mixed signals on new tariffs. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent warned partners that prior rates may be reinstated if no deal materializes. 4 killed in new Russian strikes on Ukraine. Ukraine reported at least 4 deaths and over 30 injuries after Russian missiles hit civilian areas. President Zelensky urged Western allies to fast-track air defense aid and intensify sanctions. EU horse back on climate pledge with China. Ahead of a major summit, the EU has delayed signing a joint climate action pledge with China, citing domestic climate obligations and upcoming UN deadlines. Historic heat wave and wildfires continue. Europe remains gripped by a deadly heat wave with temperatures soaring above 46 degrees Celsius in some areas. This extreme heat has fueled Mediterranean wildfires, claiming additional lives and forcing tens of thousands to evacuate. Seine River opens to swimmers after a century. In Paris, the Seine was reopened for public swimming, its first in over a century, thanks to Olympic-driven cleanup efforts. Trump-Netanyahu meet at White House. Former President Trump hosted Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu to discuss a 60-day Gaza ceasefire, humanitarian aid, and hostage negotiations. They also explored diplomatic normalization, though Gaza remains a serious sticking point. Israel targets Houthi positions in Yemen. In response to a tanker attack in the Red Sea, Israel launched airstrikes on Houthi-held ports in Yemen. The Houthis retaliated with missile launches toward Israel, but no casualties were reported. U.S. envoy in Beirut on Hezbollah disarmament. In Lebanon, a U.S. envoy met officials to discuss plans for Hezbollah's disarmament amid Israeli military escalations along the border. Israel arrests Iran-linked terror operatives. Israeli Defense Forces captured a terror cell linked to Iran's Quds Force in southern Syria, aiming to disrupt regional threats. Hamas-Israel ceasefire talks inconclusive. Indirect ceasefire negotiations between Israel and Hamas in Doha ended without agreement. Meanwhile, the BRICS bloc condemned Israeli and US strikes on Iran, urging an immediate ceasefire. Private bus strike tomorrow. Talks between government and private bus operators failed, triggering a statewide private bus strike set to begin on July 8. The operators are demanding wage increases, additional route allowances, and insurance benefits. Public transport disruptions are expected across Kerala. Nipah virus alert in Palakkad. A young woman in Palakkad is critically ill with Nipah virus. 383 contacts have been listed and 3 individuals remain in isolation. Health authorities have established containment zones and are enforcing strict control measures. The public has been urged to stay vigilant and follow health advisories. The IMD has issued a yellow alert for Kannur and Kasaragod, warning of isolated heavy rainfall and surface winds reaching 40 to 50 km per hour, affecting July 7 to 11. Earlier in July, Kerala saw heavy rains leading to flooding in northern districts, with river overflows and evacuations in Kannur and Kasaragod. However, the monthly outlook is mixed. IMD forecast below normal rainfall or perla in July, even as storm systems persist over the region. That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching. We will be back with more news tomorrow. Goodbye.